What's up, everybody? This is Dr. Nick with Leverage Media, and today I wanted to talk to you about something that I've fallen victim to in the past, and it is the marketing service that costs between $200 and $400. And I think that, in my experience at least, you've got to be really careful about getting into those because sometimes it's tough to get out. So the reason I'm even thinking about this is I was having a call with a newer doctor, but she's been in practice for a while, but this new practice that she started is only, I think it was maybe about 6 months old, and collections are still pretty low, and so marketing budgets are tight. And I was asking her what she was doing currently to bring in new patients. And a lot of it was word of mouth, but she had told me that there was a service that she had signed up for. There was roughly about $350 a month, and I think she had signed a 1-year contract with that. And the service, it was a bigger company, a nationwide company that they probably have salespeople that are pretty trained and getting a small business owner to yes. And it got me thinking about things that I have, what I think have wasted money on in the past. So that price point in that $200 to $400 range, I feel like is a tricky spot. So usually if you are selling, software as a service, those are usually, especially like if they're national or international companies, that are not chiropractic specific. Usually $49 to $199 is about the most that you see in terms of those price points. Now, when it gets to be chiropractic specific software, it usually is in that $200, $300, $400 range. And that's okay. Like, as long as it serves like a specific direct purpose that you need to, like a texting platform or something that it's like you're going to have to do, you got to pay it with somebody, and these software programs connect with my EHR, so that makes it easy. That I totally get. The ones that I think are kind of tricky, and I fell victim to this, and I won't say victim, but I waste a lot of money on a service that is from a well-known chiropractor that does one of the earlier marketing done for you, quote unquote, services. And I believe, if I remember right, it was like $397 a month. And the service was, especially now, like running an agency and looking back on what we actually got for that money, it was just nothing. I mean, we just really got almost zero value. But there was, I'm a big believer in like buying information and just kind of hitting the fast forward button on things that I'm, trying to figure out. And if somebody else has figured it out before me, then that's great. And I'm more than willing to pay for that. And there was information attached with the service. And so I would always tell myself, like, the $397 wasn't like some kind of like backbreaker. It wasn't like I was spending $1,000 a month or $1,500 a month. It was just like, it was just low enough to where I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna watch those videos, or I'm gonna watch that course on that specific thing that I'm interested in. And then if I could just like, if I learned enough to where I just did this one thing, it would pay for a whole year and blah, blah, blah. And so it was just like this never ending excuse. And it's like every quarter or so I'd look at my credit card receipt. It always would stand out to me as like, that is the first thing that needs to get cut. But it was just, again, it was just that $200 to $400 range. When you get up to the $40,000, $50,000, $60,000 a month in collections, it's just not enough to like make you like sweat. So you just keep paying it. And I paid for that for probably 4 years longer than I needed to, which totaled out to, almost $20,000. And so that's the thing that I think you've got to be really careful of, especially when it comes to marketing, because it's easy to convince yourself, especially at that low, well, if I could just get one extra new patient every 6 months, like I'm in the black. And if you're just not utilizing it, if it's not something that you're getting a lot of value for, first of all, cut it out, quicker than the 4 years that it took me. But just don't sign up for the things that you just aren't for sure of, like how they're going to work, or if you're going to be lucky to get one person every 3 months or 6 months, like this thing that she had signed up for, it was like she was supposed to talk her patients into, texting this word to this number, and that was supposed to build some kind of text marketing list, and then they were just going to blast these people with coupons, and then everybody was going to get mad at her because she's in like some small town, and like nobody wants their phone getting blown up. But again, if you don't know a lot about marketing, like the salespeople can sound very convincing. So this is why I think it's really important to have people that you can turn to, ask questions about, run ideas by, whether it's a Facebook group, a coaching group, like a mentor, somebody who's kind of like been through the ringer a couple times, because we all make these mistakes at some point in our career, and we want to obviously surround ourselves with people that know more than we do. So I'm just really I see that price point a lot when I see services, especially services, when I see marketing services that are not going to deliver a whole lot of value, because it's not valuable enough. We charge a premium price for our agency, but we have a premium service. Like, we deliver results. We do a lot for our clients, but we have to get paid. There's like a lot of people involved. When you're charging $100, $200, $300 for a marketing service, the radar always goes up that either the thing is not going to work the way it's supposed to, or there isn't going to be enough manpower to actually deliver really great results. I see this a lot with Google ads. Website companies will add on Google ad management for like $150 a month because it's a way to drive traffic to the website. But if you're only paying $150 a month for something that important, you're just not going to get a lot of value out of that. It takes more to work with people that are really experts in that field. So just be careful of that range. And if you are, look at your credit card receipt or your credit card statement, and if you've got some of those in that range, really, put it through the ringer. Talk to some people. Talk to your staff. Are we using this? Is this worth it? Have we gotten anybody from this? Has this reactivated anyone? And if the answer is no, just be quick to cut it off. So hopefully this helps. Hopefully this either saves you money or gets you to stop spending money that you're not getting a lot of value from. So, and we'll see you on the next one.